because, you know, if I'm talking to agents and I'm like, okay, if you have that buyer that, you know, just says, I want a larger yard, I want to be on a green belt, I want to have some water view, the Glen would be the neighborhood that we would say, take them to the Glen.
Okay, so the Glen is kind of the pinnacle of the...
That and Balmerino, because Balmerino's the next one we're going to see that's gated. But this is just, you know, architecturally, you'll see a lot of differences in here.
Larger really lots, fun. Something unique. Lots,
yes, and Highland builds in here. And then, don't tell anyone, but Darling is probably going to be coming in here and building in our next phase.
You know this is on video, right?
I know.
Shh, don't tell.
Don't tell. Shh.
As Connie Chung would say, just between us girls.
That's right.
You can say whatever you want. So this is for your executive buyer. This is for the person who wants something that nobody else has. Unique homes, custom.
Yep.
Beautiful houses. Any idea on the price points in these?
These start in the 430s.
I bet they do.
And then, as you see, as we come around the bend here, you can see the pool. There's the resort pool that's over in the locks across the canal.
Okay.
It's a combined channel and canal.
Are you going to be able to get through that?
I can do it. So, and then they'll be building the next phase of the Glen. That's another one that's going to be coming in the fall. And that's going to be back towards the lake. In fact, there's going to be 18 Lakeview lots.
18 Lakeview lots coming in the next phase?
Yep, and they've already starting waiting lists for those.
Oh my gosh.
People want those lots.
People think housing is down right now, but this section of the market is really moving.
So there's one of these we're going to peek through, and we're going to see the bridge. It's right through here. Yep. So that's how you get across.
So that's the bridge that connects the neighborhoods.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Across the little channel there. There are a ton of trails throughout the Tribute, and there'll be more and more coming as well. So, you know, inside the interior of the neighborhoods, on the exterior of the neighborhoods, all along Lebanon Road, there's a great trail, and it has a part of it is rubberized surface.
Okay.
So it's great for the runner's knees. But I mean, that's one of the things that the folks that live in the Tribute love is it's such an outdoor nature component to it.
Now, how many of these actually back up to the course? Because
I don't know the exact number, and what's interesting is, and you'll see where we've got
because it doesn't seem to be as much of an emphasis to back up to the course here.
And Jack did that on purpose, because when he was creating this, he wanted, you know, a lot of times you go to those master plan communities and it's
everything is on the course.
On the course. Well, he wanted to create these 2 golf courses that are surrounded by nature, not surrounded by houses, and really, you know, use the natural land that was already here. And, you know, to do that, you didn't want to back up the house, so that the golfers get this tree paradise.
Right.
So he created the courses for the golfers and not for the homeowners in here.
And that's
rare.
That's really nice, because frankly, one of the drawbacks of a golf community is that everybody's staring in your backyard.
Yeah.
And a lot of people like the golf community because they want to walk out their door and play, but you know, the rest of the time they don't want everybody else walking by and peeking through.
Right.
So this seems to have solved that nicely.
There are a few that you kind of get that you'll see over here in Balmerino, but
so the Glen and Balmerino are the 2
kind of that higher
end exclusive.
Yeah.
Not that any of this is, you know, all of it's pretty
so I hate to
exclusive.
say that, you know, one way or another, but
no, but there's, you know.
So what you'll see on the right here, this is where the next phase of Aberdeen will be, and then a new phase called Tullamore Meadows, which is kind of the replacement for Balmerino, and that'll be coming over on this side as well. Okay. So what we're doing now is we're going into the custom section of Balmerino. Okay. Balmerino is the only gated community within the Tribute, and just for homeowners dues. So across the board, it's $1,200 a year. For residents, and then Balmerino, because they're gated and they have this private component, they pay an extra $400 a year, so it's $1,600 if you live in Balmerino. Okay. So, but we are in the custom section. The lots in here are 90 feet wide. BELCLAIRE, which is the custom division of American Legend, builds in here, and then we also have a few other custom builders as well. But then one of the things we really see about this section is people love the wider lots, and they can do that nice 1-story, 1.5-story. So over here you see the golf course. So these would be considered golf course lots.
Okay.
And then right back up in here is the lake. So you see those. Beautiful.
It's going to be stunning when it builds out. Stunning now. I mean, it's just...
See some really large, very custom homes coming up here on your right.
What are the lot sizes in here?
It's 90 by 1. I'll have to look up the depth on them.
They're pretty deep.
So they have their own tennis court. That is not a community tennis court.
That's amazing.
Isn't that cool?
Very rare to find in Dallas.
And I saw them out there playing on it the other day. Playing some doubles.
Somebody named Venus lived there?
I wish. That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
That's just a rumor, people. Don't quote us.
So some beautiful houses, and the nice thing with those, you know, they've got these great views of the lake from the back of their house, so they can sit out on their patio and just, can't even imagine. And now the section we're going into Balmerino here, the lots are actually a little smaller. They're 60 feet. So this is what I actually love, though, is because here, you know, the homes are a little bit smaller, but it doesn't compromise what you get. So like this cul-de-sac is a perfect example, because the homes here are either going to have a golf course view, a lake view, or this great sort of green space view. And sometimes you get a little bit of everything. I mean, look at the lake back in here.
Oh, that is beautiful.
These are just American Legend homes. They're not the custom. And they're gorgeous homes.
But they're still in the community.
Yep.
With all the extra benefits.
That's actually something that we hear people talk about a lot, is the fact that when you're in the Tribute, and this kind of goes back to what Jack was saying, like when you drive in and you kind of get this sense of calm, it's actually very quiet in here, you know, like you just have this peace. You don't see the power lines, you know, that you don't hear all this traffic noise. It is just very quiet and peaceful and serene.
You're not just selling a house, you're selling a lifestyle.
Correct.
So
I mean, just even this, I mean,
the green space.
Here, the green space. I'll have to come back and film again when it's spring.
Yeah, because right now when we're filming, if you don't know, it's the end of January, so everything is dormant, except for builders.
Look at these houses, just have this beautiful view of the canal, and